I'm hungry.
Me too. Alright, so today I'm going to film with my friend Brittany, and she is the founder of the B Word, which is kind of like a, for lack of words, an empowerment platform.
Not the cuss word.
Not the cuss word, not the cuss word, the B Word. So I'm going to film with Brittany today, and we're just kind of going to do a get ready with me. So put this on first thing in the morning when you wake up, you're doing your makeup, you're getting ready for your day. Let's get ready together. We have a awesome little giveaway at the end of this video, so make sure you watch the whole way through so you can get that, all the rules to be entered in. And yeah. Rhett, what do you think of the video?
What video? This one or the one that you're making?
The one that we just filmed.
I think it's going to be great. I think you're going to help a lot of people out in the world that don't know how to do their makeup.
I don't know how to do my makeup.
Well, there you go. One person's help.
Yeah. So, anyways, keep watching and enjoy the B Word.
Is this on?
Mm-hmm.
Hey! It is. Is this thing on? I moisturize my face with the Proactive stuff, but I feel like it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. Like, there's a spot on my lip right here.
Mm-hmm.
It started drying out, and I don't know, like, if that's supposed to, if that's a thing. I remember when my brother was on Accutane.
Doesn't Accutane, like, kill everything?
Yeah, but it's also really dangerous. Like, my mom had to take my brother off of it because it, like, has suicidal effects.
What?
Yeah, you've never seen those commercials? If you were prescribed to Accutane.
No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and a lot of people, when I started posting first about my acne and, like, what I wanted to do about it, they were like, try Accutane, and I was like, that's probably the number one thing I refuse to try.
No,
because of all people, my brother was like somebody that was on it.
Yeah.
And
Thankfully, I was blessed with baby skin.
See, and I used to have really good skin, and I'm not kidding when they say you turn 25 and everything flips. I'm not kidding. Literally,
I'm not ready for that.
2 weeks after I turned 25, I started breaking out like this.
What?
Yeah, not kidding.
Like, part of me kind of hopes that I'll start getting, like, acne one day so that people will stop thinking my ID's fake.
No!
I go anywhere and they look at my ID and they just, like, stare. I'm like, I promise it's me. I am how old I say I am.
People, I don't even know why. What's up, dog?
Which, it's so funny because I never got looked at twice whenever I was under 21 and using a fake ID. But now that I'm, like, actually old enough, I'm like, here you go. Ew.
Aw, puppers. I just printed this. What?
I also have this one. I don't think I've used it like twice.
This right here. Ooh.
Like, I love shimmer shades, but I don't like it when
I'm scared
it's
of them.
all shimmer.
Yeah, I don't like when majority. Now, I like this palette, but majority of it is like pressed pigments, and I don't. You're not gonna wear a pressed glittered shade every single day. And if you do, it's something like very, not even that neutral. It's probably even lighter than that, but
Yeah.
I grab them for weddings. Yeah.
Speaking of which, we'll have to do a bridal trial here soon.
Yes. Yes, we will.
See, like in the Jacqueline Hill, you can see which of the shimmers I use the
I don't
most.
use any of them.
Really?
The only ones I've used is when I've played with these. Like,
Yeah.
back in the day, I did a couple looks with these. And then I've, like, run my fingers through them, but I've never... I think I used that one in a Instagram TV video that I just did recently. But that was, like, on a whim.
I loved the, like, pink and purple look you did the other day.
It was so hard. I'm not gonna lie.
It is absolutely terrifying to me. Because I'm like, I'm just going to have a black eye. Like, that's just how this is going to happen.
I don't know how I taught myself how to do it. But back in the day, like, I posted all my pictures of all the old looks that I used to do. And I don't know where those juices came from. I mean, last night I stayed up till 6 in the morning
What?
recording. Yeah. And it finally hit me that, like, being up that late is, like, my prime time that I like to do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Especially looks. But I couldn't tell you, like, looking at, let me see.
This sounds so liquidy.
Yeah, that scares me.
I just bought this. It's the Ulta Youthful Glow Radiant Foundation Serum Drops. But it says it's a buildable foundation.
Oh, my favorite.
And it's supposed to give you an airbrushed effect or a blurred effect.
I couldn't tell you how I did that. I have no, like, things like that. Like, I don't know what was in me, and I was just like, yeah, let's do this. But I feel like I'm starting over, and I'm like, okay, how do I do this again?
You're so, like, creative with it. Like, I feel like the looks I see you do isn't something I can just, like, go on Pinterest and be like, badass makeup look.
I think that's what I try to get away from, because everybody sees makeup and they're like, oh, Instagram baddie makeup.
Yeah.
This is what makeup is, and that's what it's supposed to do. Granted, if you're really good at it and you can do that stuff, more freaking power to you, and that's awesome. But I want to stray, and I'm still going to do looks like that when I feel like it, but I want everything that I put out, like on Facebook and the videos, are going to be more for things that girls can actually do when they wake up in the morning, or
I think that's my biggest thing. Like, I
if
don't
they
wear
have
makeup
really
every
bad
day.
acne.
Yeah, I don't wear makeup every day because I feel like what makeup is now is you have to have, like, full glam on every day, and I'm not doing that to go sit in an office.
That is my biggest thing. That is my, and it also, it's like, it's demeaning to a lot of girls.
Yeah.
Especially we're in a time where, like, loving yourself is like a thing, and if you don't, like, you can either tell, or girls are just like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
And it's not nice. It's not. This was $6, BT Dubs. Can you see it? Joa Beauty. I saw Nikki Tutorials use it. She used this and she used this. I ran through this and I've only had it for like a month. This stuff is amazing. It was $4.
What?
But it's the Joa Beauty Truly Yours Natural Finishing Foundation Drops. So it's like a buildable.
So kind of like this. Except first impression of this, I hate it. I would not recommend. It was $18.
Putting on your face right now?
It's so oily.
Oh, no.
And that's like probably why it sounded like I was shaking up water.
Yeah, I think this might match. I promised myself that I was going to stop tanning. I mean, I'm Mexican, so I already have color to my skin.
Yeah.
I don't need a lot, but we always feel our prettiest when we're tan.
Ain't that the truth?
But we went to the beach recently, and Tyler started talking to me about, like, skin and taking care of yourself, and he was like, not that you don't take care of yourself, but this is the prime time for you to start, like, thinking, well, I want this to affect me when I'm 50.
Yeah.
So if I tan, like, 3 times a week, every week, I'm going to be like a leather bag when I'm 50.
Yeah.
And I don't want to.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't think my 20s are my prime.
You know?
No, I think my 30s and my 40s are going to be, like, where I'm just straight killing it.
Well, isn't that what they say is, like, 30's the new 20 or whatever?
Well, yeah, and a lot of people mistake our 20s and they're like, live your life and do everything. No, I think our 20s are for us to make bad decisions, excuse me, and learn from the crazy things that our parents were always like, oh, don't do what I did.
Yeah.
But that's why you do these things, and bad breakups and going through the motions of a 20 to 25-year-old girl and getting as belligerent as you want. And then when you're 30, you know who you are, you've evolved into the person you want to be, and now you're just going to grow and kind of work from that, like build your own empire within yourself.
Yeah. And I also think, like, social media, like, it's such a good thing and it's such a bad thing, but I feel like people in their 20s are also so stressed out right now that they can't enjoy their lives because everyone is, like, spending all this money and doing all these nice things and going on all these exotic vacations, and we're just like, dude, I gotta work to keep my power on so I can look at your Instagram of all these nice things.
Yep, and I think, too, people are too worried about giving off the perception or the persona or whatever you want to call it that their life is so perfect.
Yes.
And it's not. And you can obviously call bullshit when you see it, but they will literally wait and save up $480 for that Gucci purse, and probably spend more than that on a Gucci purse. But I don't need that. I need what's minimal for me.
I forgot my concealer. I'm a hot mess. BRB.
Okay.
Yours truly. After finishing makeup.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't being a complete weirdo in the camera just now. And I just remembered that I didn't prime my face. It's the Hangover 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray, and I'm going to tell you this stuff is amazing. That's it. That's all I gotta say. And I'm pretty sure it's almost gone because I got the travel size.
Like, important it is to love yourself, and how your 20s don't have to be like the prime time for you to have your whole life together. Is that kind of what made you start the B word?
The B word, I have always, I don't know where it came from, but I've always been very uplifting to other people, whether it's motivationally or I don't even know like how to explain it, but the B word, I wanted to rebrand my makeup, and I didn't want to be just looked at as an artist. Like, I didn't want people to contact me just because I could make them look pretty or because I could make them feel pretty. I wanted more out of it. I've always wanted to be somebody in a sense that, like, people looked up to me. And you can look up to a makeup artist, but I feel like there's more to it. And I feel like I have more to myself than just being a makeup artist. And a lot of people don't realize this, but as senile as it sounds, being pretty is not always fun because people only look at you because you're pretty. They don't see the light behind it. They don't see, a lot of times I get hired places because I'm pretty, not because I'm intelligent.
Yeah.
And I want people to realize that there's intelligence behind me and that there's...
Yeah, you're not just a pretty girl.
Yes, and I'm a human being, and I go through every single motion that every other girl on the universe goes through. I wanted to be vulnerable, and I wanted people to see that perfect doesn't exist, and that
1000%.
I wanted to help girls find beauty in themselves with or without makeup. It's not just about makeup. The B word is more than makeup. It's feeling your utmost and highest at all times. And I'm not saying that you're gonna feel that way all the time, because like I posted the other day, I didn't feel that way Saturday just because it was one of those days. My face was going crazy and I had to think about the good in it and what's gonna come out of it. And
yeah. And I think, like, one thing I've noticed about your Instagram that kind of relates to what you're saying about how the B word is not just makeup is, I mean, whether you feel like it or not, you're on there every single day giving some kind of story. And it's not even, like, half the time it's not even makeup related. It's just, you know, hey, this is what's going on in my day. This is what I'm doing. Just remember, I'm a human being and I do everything just like everyone else.
yes, and that's what I want people to understand. I want to be somebody, but I want to be somebody that lives in everyday life like you do.
Yeah.
I don't want Botox. I don't want fillers. And if you do, that's fine. People, that is everybody hates when I go on those rants. And I don't care because that's my opinion and we're all entitled to it.
Yeah.
But I don't want to change who I am. Like, I don't want to change who I'm supposed to be because my lines are getting wrinkly. Like,
Yeah, but that means that you've laughed enough and you smiled enough to have those
exactly.
lines.
I've lived my life the way I'm supposed to, and I've lived my life to the fullest. I'm not gonna. You can't see my reaction on a roller coaster if I've got fillers in my face.
Yeah.
Okay. I took notes too. I told you earlier I was taking notes on like and you did ask me that question, if anybody ever asked about the B word. And what I got out of it was that just because I'm pretty doesn't mean that I don't struggle with the same things that every other girl does, and I want that to be like taken away. I want people to stop stereotyping everything and stop, I don't even know. And like they say one man can change the world, and I freaking believe it.
Yeah, like you don't have to be an Instagram baddie to like
Right, and they
have
think
a platform.
yes, and I don't want. That's not how I want to do it. And I have a platform, but I want to do it different. And
Also, I think Facetune is the dumbest thing on the planet.
yeah, I don't. Okay, that's another thing. I'm gonna see you in person. Why do you want people to think that you look a certain way when you don't? And if it makes you feel better, that's fine. To each his own. But
Like every single photo.
yeah, but why? Like, what makes you want to do that to yourself? What makes you want to not just be you? Like, and again, it's another like Instagram thing. It's like, oh well, everybody. I don't want to look like everybody else. I don't want my pictures to all be the same. They're all the same pictures. They're all somebody in a bathing suit or somebody like. Everything's just the same. Even like high schoolers now don't even look like we did when we were in high school.
Oh God, no.
Their butts are huge. But I mean, it's also, they say like everything that they put in the food nowadays is different, I guess, 6-7 years ago when we were in high school, which I kind of believe, but at the same time I kind of don't. I don't know how they're getting so thick.
Yeah.
'Cause
I've just
I didn't
accepted
get that.
I'm not ever gonna be a thick girl.
Yeah. But you know what? It's okay.
It is okay.
That's just like the person that's in love with you. They're not with you just because you're pretty or just because you look good,
Yeah.
but you have a good heart and the things that you do are pretty and your attitude's pretty. Not saying that my attitude's always pretty, because it's not. But there's seriously more to it than an aesthetic, and that's what people care more about, is the aesthetic of things.
Right now, your main goal is to get the B word and get your platform out there, make people understand what it's about, and then grow. But you have
Yes.
to build like a solid foundation before you just go.
Yes, I want to be completely and 100% established. And even if it doesn't go where I want it to go, I know that I tried. Because the first time around, I just did it because I didn't even have a goal. I just did makeup just because it was something that I knew that I was good at.
Yeah.
And now that I'm doing it, I don't really know that I'm good at it. I just appreciate the support when people tell me like, dude, you're really good at it.
I love watching your videos.
Well, thank you. I'm still trying to be like more vulnerable. It's like, I was in TJ Maxx the other day and I really wanted like tell people a story that happened to me that made me feel uncomfortable, but like I made myself become comfortable in the situation.
Uh-huh.
But then I was like, I wasn't vulnerable. I'm still trying to like.
Vulnerability is a hard
It's
thing.
scary. It's so scary.
Like when I filmed my friggin' comeback video,
Dude,
that was so
I watched
hard.
that video a couple times.
Like, I put it off for so long because I was like, I want to do this. I think it's a good thing to do. I was like, but, like, A, does anyone even care? And B, like, I'm not trying to have people crying in the club right now.
I mean, some of us did. But, and I'm a sucker for something, like, soft like that. Anything that I will purposely, if I want to, like, be, like, me and mopey, I'll listen to a song that'll make me cry just so that I can cry.
Yeah.
Because it made me feel better. But I appreciated the fact that you actually sat down and you cried and you explained. And being a young girl, like, we're still really, really young, it's scary because people judge so much. And we judge too, like, everybody does it. We're very guilty of it. But the beauty, and I'm always going to notice the beauty in things. That's another thing that I want the queen bee to do, is notice the beauty in everything. The beauty in that is that you can take a step back and be like, okay, wait, who am I to judge her for what she went through when I'm going through something, or vice versa? Like, you really never know. And like, that's not even, I take it down as far as to the bar. You see the craziest people in there, but at the end of the day, they could have just lost their husband. They could have been going through divorce, and they just want to get wild and do crazy things, and that's fine. And sometimes we talk about it and sometimes we don't, but like, you have to really like take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, but like, I still remember I was talking to some girls at dinner the other night about like how, I guess like I came out and said something, and I didn't even like, I guess it was probably 3 months to even like get diagnosed and everything. And
Did you tell anybody?
No. I was living my 100% complete regular life, like nothing changed. I was like still going to the gym like I was going out like I was, you know, doing whatever, going on vacation. And then one day I just like made this Instagram post, and I was like, to the shithead who hit my friggin' car, this is how my week went. I had surgery to get my port installed. I had chemo. Oh, by the way, I have cancer. Thanks for messing up my week.
And
like,
that's how everybody found out?
Yes. And I'm sitting there like, I could have done that so many other ways. I was like, but you know what? That's what I was feeling. That was real and that was raw. And everyone was like, oh my God, I had no idea. And I was like, well, no, duh. Like, I didn't really want anyone to know, but here we are.
That was my next question. Did you care for the outpour? Because I know, like, I don't like sympathy. I don't want, and I get it. It's hard not to give sympathy, but let me deal with it first and then give it to me.
Like, I think that's why I didn't tell people at first, because I kept telling my mom, I was like, I don't want all these people just like coming out of nowhere and being like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, and like giving you a hug all the time and being like, because you do. People treat you differently. I watched this thing. Have you ever seen Queer Eye, the show Queer Eye, where they give makeovers? Well, last night I was up watching it while I was doing makeup, and this guy started this nonprofit called Disabled But Not Really.
Okay.
Because how they treat disabled people, they treat them like they literally cannot do anything. They treat people that, quote unquote, something's wrong with them, like they're not human. Mm-hmm. This man literally is in a wheelchair climbing ropes, like in CrossFit gyms. And he was like, I'm not disabled. Like,
yeah,
I can do everything you can do, if not more. Like, I'm just in a wheelchair. Something happened to me.
Exactly. Like, I was living my life and something happened. I'm not going to let that stop me from living my life. That's like, I mean, I bounced back pretty quick. I feel like...
I would say, like, out of, like, a lot of... Because I like documentaries, so out of a lot of things that I've seen, you didn't post, like, sob stories. You weren't like, man. You were like, all right, it's another day. We're going to get this over with. And, like, you were up about it. And a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people are like, give me attention. I'm sick.
Yeah, that was my biggest thing was, I mean, even when I had to, like, go up for surgery, like, I told Rhett, I was like, stay home. Don't come up here. Like, I don't even know what's going on. I'm not really worried about, like, you having to miss work. And then everyone would be like, oh my God, what's going on?
Was it, like, immediate attention, or how did it happen?
Yeah, no, it was immediate attention. And, like, I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong. Like, being in the situation in hindsight, like, I think all the outpour was very helpful and helped me in, like, a lot of the darker times.
Because I'm sure you questioned, like, why me? We all questioned that.
Yeah, I was like, this is stupid. I went and had genetic testing done, and they're like, oh yeah, no, you just got the shit end of the stick. And I was like, great.
So it didn't run in your family or anything?
No. They were like, there's no way we could have known this was going to happen. I was like, awesome. But, yeah, no, the attention, I think the attention that, like, pissed me off the most was, like, the friends that would...
Feel bad for my friend because she's sick.
Yes, or, like, they would never come around, which I get. Like, I was very... Like, I couldn't have a whole lot of people around, especially if they were sick or whatever, because I had no immune system. But like the people that would see me once in the whole like 3 or 4 months and then like make this long post about just how sad they were for me. And I'm sitting there like, have you called me or checked on me since like the one day you happened to see me out?
Yeah.
No. But, you know, it is what it is. And
that's another thing too that bothers me about social media is that, like, so for instance, when like things happen in town or like someone gets shot or killed or something, the first thing they do is share it.
Yeah.
They don't even give people time to like
to process what's going on.
And to sulk and to dwell and to do anything. People are very inconsiderate. I'm huge on this, but I react on impulse. I react on emotion.
Oh yeah, I think that's like part of being female. Like,
yes,
you're born with a handbook that says you must react emotionally
because
to everything.
We are dramatic. I mean, there are things that like I react to, and I call or I'll text Tyler, and he's busy, and like I'm like exclamation point, and he's like texting me or calling me, and he asks me like 3 questions, and he's like, "Now, did you really need to like act the way that you did with that?" And I was like, yes. I mean, yes. We're genetically modified to be the way that we are, unfortunately. But, like I tell everybody, it all starts with you to change it.
By the way, I just want to tell you that you inspired this look that I'm going for, because I'm terrified of pinks and I use pink, and I also like kind of sort of I self-touch it up.
No, I see
But
it.
I also did a little bit of like the little cut crease.
Okay, so your cut crease is, I have hooded eyes and I love cut creases, and I can't cut a crease to save my life, and I can do it yours is better than mine. There are a lot of things too that like I have to, because I didn't do makeup for almost 2 years. It was about 1.5 years.
It does not seem like it was that long.
It doesn't to me either. I saw one of my posts from it was about 1 year and 4 months. I exaggerated. There I go. See? Being dramatic. I exaggerated, but it was about 1 year and 4 months.
I feel like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like when you started doing it last time, it was just kind of like out of nowhere. Like, boom, I'm here. I'm doing makeup.
I can do makeup, yeah.
And
people are like, whoa, I didn't know you did makeup. And I was like, I didn't either.
Yeah. And then this time I felt like it was like months in the process. Like, you were reaching out on Instagram, like different things about like what makes you feel beautiful. And
yeah,
it's like you
people
slowly
were
built
confused.
it.
People were like, why? I'm not kidding you. And I had an outpour from those. I still have screenshots of them and like copy and paste in my notes. Someone literally messaged me and said, why do you care?
Yeah.
What beauty, and like I want to know what beauty means. Like I had this plan, and I don't know what hit me, but something in my gut told me like, Brittany, you need to do this. Like, pick up your brushes, start playing in your makeup again. But a lot of it started too with when I started working out. A lot of people would like reach out with the whole like loving yourself thing, and it dawned on me that it's more than physical. Like, it's a mental, like, before you do anything physical, you mentally have to be ready. That's like in a relationship, a gym, anything. Like, you have to be mentally ready to do what your mind is saying. Okay, well, this is what I want to do, but are you ready to do it? Like, you can talk all you want, but I mean, people say it all the time, talk is cheap. You have to, actions speak louder than words. I literally spend all day doing what I want to do with makeup. Granted, it's not making me any money right now, but I'm okay with it. It makes me happy. And I get to play with makeup all day. Most of the time. What does he do? I've always, like, I know he does baseball stuff, but I've always, like...
He just kind of exists. No, he was an ISS teacher.
Crickets.
He was an ISS teacher, but he got a job this year as, like, the PE teacher. Yeah, I know.
I couldn't see him being, like...
a little gnome, like, telling people what to do.
Yeah.
Like, these big old 6'4" kids with tattoos. He's like, you sit down. Stop talking. Like, everyone's like, do you and Rhett ever fight? And I'm like, no, we're just, like, weird shit all the time.
It's a good thing. People ask me, Tyler, that. We don't fight. We might, like, have a little argument, but before it turns into anything, it's like, okay, what are you doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Let's fix this, because it's wrong. Like, and it's so, like, keeps me sane, and I love every bit of it. But we don't argue. We give each other space. Like, we still don't live together. It's been 1.5 years, and we still don't live together. We're waiting, and I'm completely and totally okay with that.
Yeah.
And some people are like, why? That's stupid. And I'm like, no.
It's like, that's what I want to do.
Yeah. And, well, it's because, too, and I even explained to him on the way home from Six Flags, people question our relationship to me because they think it's weird how we do things. But it's because society has made us think that you're supposed to be in a rush to do everything nowadays.
Yeah.
That it doesn't... I mean, you and Red have been together for what, 4 or 5 years?
3 years.
What?
Yeah.
See, look at me. I thought y'all been together for 4 or 5 years.
No, I mean, we'll have been together for 4 years by the time we get married. Like, we're doing an almost 2-year engagement.
And see, most people get engaged and they're like, all right, wedding in 6 months.
Yeah, I'm sitting here like...
And that's fine, but...
I'm like, can I make sure that I'm healthy and, like, gonna be around long enough to enjoy being married?
You don't even give yourself time to, like,
yeah.
make sure it's gonna work.
That's like, okay, so we will have lived together for 3 years by the time we get married. We'll have been together for 5 years when we get married. I win.
We always will.
Yes.
Which, to be honest, I never do with Tyler. He always wins. I don't ever win, but that's because he's always right. And if he watches this...
You didn't say that.
No. But, he keeps me sane. I sent him a picture this morning that,
I feel like he is your biggest cheerleader, and I love that so
You have
much.
no idea. Oh my god. I sent him this picture. It says, if it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. And I said, you challenge me more than I like, but I appreciate it more than you know. To the point where we got on I am a fanatic for adrenaline. And going on roller coasters is everything to me. But there were 2 of them that I didn't want to go on Sunday. And he was like, come on. Like, he teaches me to face my fears.
Yeah.
We were at Panama City about 2 weeks ago on a boat, and it was storming, and I was scared, and it was very, like, rocky, and we're going, like, so many miles per hour just to get back to the dock. And I'm sitting there, like, freaking out, like, oh my god, babe, and he's, like, loving it and just, like, enjoying it, and I'm, like, looking at him, like, what is wrong with you? And he was like, babe, if you don't spread your wings and fly and just, like, let it, it's all about how you...
chills.
Are you?
Yes.
It's all about how you look at it. Like, I could have either been like, oh my god, this is so scary, or this is really awesome. I'm here with Tyler, and if whatever happens, happens. Like,
yeah.
He has taught me to look at literally the bright side in everything that I do. It's disgusting in a good way. It's disgusting.
Your cute relationship is just so disgusting.
And yes, and some girl, it kind of stressed me out a little bit. Some girl was like, yeah, ever since you and your boo broke up. And I said, what? We broke up? I didn't, what?
Yeah.
And she was like, well, I mean, you ain't posted pictures since, like, April. And I was like, okay.
You can't have a private relationship.
My relationship is so private, and I'm
Dude,
so
I didn't even know you had a boyfriend until, like, one day you posted a Snapchat
picture.
story. And I was like...
Oh, it was probably the photo shoot that I did with John Powell. And I posted it to Snapchat. We've been together for 1 year and... 4 or 5 months, 6 months. Feels like an eternity.
Yeah.
But we've been together every day, and I've never, ever, with a shadow of a doubt, I've never questioned his love for me. I've never questioned anything. There have been days that I've been like, reassure me that you love me.
Yeah.
But
That's
I've
natural.
never, I've never been like, he doesn't want to be with me, he's cheating on me, like.
And that is the best feeling in the world.
I've never been with a human being like him, 100%. And when we first started dating, he did have that rock star persona, like, girls want me, blah, blah, blah. But my favorite thing about him was that he told me that I checked his ego and that, what did he say? I don't even remember. He said that I checked his ego and that I'm a slice of, what is it? I'm a slice of heaven in this crazy thing. Girl, I don't know, but it was cute. He said that I boosted his confidence and checked his ego. And that I'm his own little slice of paradise in this crazy thing that we call life.
Aww.
Yeah.
See, I told you how cute potential. It was cute once we got the whole thing.
Very.
Yeah.
But I couldn't remember it, and I told my best friend Alex, and she was like, that sounds like it's from a movie. And I was like, even if it is, shh, just let me enjoy it.
Let me enjoy it.
What color is that?
Pure Hollywood.
Ooh, that's a good one for weddings. I like that color. I'm taking note of that.
That's a good one.
Dude, you have gorgeous eyes. I'm like checking you out. I'm
Thanks,
like, dang, you have really pretty eyes.
Thanks.
I have doo-doo brown eyes. Yeah, that is one of the only things. Me and Tyler, we want to go away.
What do you mean, like?
He's always dreamed of California, of course. I've always wanted to go to California, but I'll go wherever the sun and the moon take me.
California's beautiful.
I've never been. We were supposed to go the first weekend of August, but that went backwards. So I'm trying to take him for his 28th. I think it's 28th. 28th
like
birthday,
that?
yeah. He's some kind of age like that. Wait. Careful. Literally, I tell you, when this stuff goes on your face, you feel, I'm not kidding, you feel the like.
I watched
like,
your thing where you put it on Mimi and she was like, I just like feel my face getting hydrated.
You do. It's that, and then it's like the makeup, like, they're like atoms. They're like, hey. So iconic.
Oh yeah, speaking of Morphe and our little baby.
I'm a
Morphe
sucker for
palettes.
Morphe BT dubs.
Yeah, I mean, all the controversy going around Jaclyn Hill and her lipsticks right now, I don't
care.
care. Her palette
I
was
don't
the
care.
greatest thing I've ever used.
I don't care. Someone's always gonna find something to bring you down.
There's always something wrong with something.
There's
Like, always. Since the B word is relaunching, and since, you know, your girl trying to become a YouTube star and
Will you put
like,
a crown on my head? Can
I
we
mean,
both have crowns?
I can try. I'm not very good at editing, but we'll try.
Okay.
And if I figure out how to do the crowns, it's gonna be right over while I'm saying all this. Cause, anyways,
We're all queens.
yes,
You are
queens. We're doing a fun little giveaway because, you know, people love free stuff, myself included. And we are going to give away the Morphe. This camera doesn't really focus. The Morphe Second Nature palette. It's 35 shades. You want to open it up and show to people.
Yeah, what does it say on the side? Blending what?
Blend the rules.
Blend the rules.
Don't
If
all
you-
the Morphe palettes say that now?
I don't know. That's why I was like, what does that say?
Yeah.
Yo, oh my god. Wait.
The brand new palettes. Dun,
Is
dun,
there a-
dun.
I love these. I'm so glad they put these in here.
They're really fun pink to play
It's
with.
got a lot of the same colors that the 35O palette used to have. It's an old palette before they revamped their whole formula and all of this. I'm almost positive it's the same. Where's the name?
It's a 3.
It is. Yeah, it's the
350O2.
350O2. So yeah, they revamped this whole thing.
Second Nature.
Okay.
It's funny.
Yeah. So it is. It's the same palette. I actually have this palette to this day. I got it like 5 years ago.
Expired makeup, who cares?
Yeah. It still works, but these colors.
Also, I'm a sucker for a good black shade because I'm a sissy when it comes to eyeliner. So I'll take like a really thin like concealer
And
brush and use black as my eyeliner.
I'm scared of eyeliner.
Me too.
If you've watched any or seen any of my looks, I don't apply eyeliner. I don't
I don't either. I tried to do it today for the photo shoot and I like was taking concealer and like dotted on the edge of my face. I was like, dude, I don't know what I am doing.
These are pretty. These are really pretty. I like that. That's exciting.
And then we also have Da-da-da. Ulta gift card.
Ooh.
That way you can get some new brushes for your new palette. So the rules are, once this video goes live next Wednesday, which if you're watching this, it's next Wednesday.
Not this Wednesday. What date is that?
August 2nd?
August?
Is it August 2nd?
It is.
Oh, no, the 31st.
31st.
So it'll be the last day in July. July 31st, the day you're watching this right now because it's live. We are going to post a little like fun thing on our Instagram story. It'll be something you screenshot, repost to your story, and then tag both of us. You have to make sure you're following both of us, Maddie Dawn Jones and the B Word, and then also make sure you subscribe. And yeah, you don't even have to like the video. If you don't like this video, don't like it. Just be subscribed so you can see the next one because we're going to have more fun stuff coming.
Yeah.
And yeah, so follow both of us on Instagram, repost the story, and be subscribed.
And you might win.
You might. That is all for this video, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have fun. My camera doesn't focus, so we're gonna do a jump cut real quick and show you the looks.
You didn't hear us call your name?
Yeah, we were yelling.
No.
Like really loud.
I do like this lipstick.
It's pretty. It's very pretty.